Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Today, we're going to do an August pick a card. But before we get to that, I want to tell you a little bit about the eights in the tarot deck and how they correspond to each other, since August is the 8th month. Now, before I get started, I just need to point out that the original 8 card was Justice, and the original 11 card was Strength. It was Arthur Waite who switched them around so they would more correspond with the astrology, and also with August, with the Leo in August and 8. And he just felt that was a better, much better fit. And in some instances, I have to agree with him. And it also goes to show us nothing is above evolving with us as humans, and tarot being one of them. Again, I want to reiterate, there's no such thing as the tarot police. So what I'm telling you about tarot may be completely different from what you know about tarot, and that's okay. Tarot is very subjective, and our intuition, and I'm just sharing with you my intuitive ideas about the tarot. So take what resonates with you, and feel free to leave the rest behind. You're all right. So I'm going to stick with the Rider-Waite because that's what most of us know, and I have to cover up the nudity so I don't get another restriction on my channel. Yes, the restrictions are real, and I've asked my cards many times and they do not want to be marked, so we have to just live with what my cards want, so I put a little sticky on it. So without further ado, let's get started with August and the number 8 and your predictions for the month of August with pick a card. All right, so the Strength card, number 8. What does this mean? And it's interesting, it has the infinity symbol on it as well. That might be another reason why Arthur Waite changed it. But this is taming our inner beast. This is putting filters on what we actually want to say, but it's taming our ego. The lion, the lion is pride. It roars. It roars whenever it wants. And this is having the intuition, because we have the color white here, so it's intuition that's coming to us from a higher power, and learning our intuition, when to speak up and when not to speak up. If you look closely, her hands are on the lion's mouth. The lion's mouth is open. So it's not to shut your ego. It's not to shut your pride. It's the old, what's the Bambi saying? If you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. Isn't that what Thumper was saying to Bambi? Or I can't remember the exact, but it was, my mama says, if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. And that's what the Strength card is all about. It was also called the Force card to begin with. And it would be forcing your opponents in a debate that you overcome them, but in an intellectual and a loving way, not in a forceful, violent way. So if you look at the lion, they have their tail between their legs, as dogs and other animals do when they're being meek. So this is, it's about taming your inner animalistic tendencies. So this would also be taming your hedonism. Those of you who are taking my tarot classes, you'll notice the green here for the balance between your passions and your intellectual. And it's creating that balance in your life. And in a sense, between light and dark, between hedonism and being over intellectual. And it's just really having the strength to be a whole human being in some regards, knowing how to tame your intellectual and how to tame your passions, and create that balance. So that's basically the Strength card. It also can indicate people who are of Leo persuasion. as well, according to Arthur Waite. Now here we have the star card, and the star card is an 8 because it's 1 plus 7 equals 8. And also we see the one sun and the 7 stars. So this in itself is also taming your inner and your outer, because the sun we see in the daylight and the stars we see at night. So it's that balance between light and dark as well. But by the time we get to the star, we've been through death, we've been through the devil, we've been through the tower. And that's why the star is naked. We have been through the trials, and now we present ourselves as innocently naked, vulnerable, and we've learned the light and the dark. So between the strength and the star card, we have learned many lessons. We've had tower moments, we've had endings, we've had addictive moments. No matter what that addiction is, we've learned to let go of things. And so now we are taming our inner, or our light and our dark, rather than our inner and our outer. So it is definitely coming. We're into this balance now. Also, we're learning with the sun and the stars that we are a child of the earth, and this is why the water here. This is healing. This is controlling our outer. So we're controlling our inner with the strength. We're controlling our outer with the star. If you notice, her foot is on top of the water. So that's controlling your emotions as well, because water and cups are emotions in the tarot. So we're controlling our outer. We've learned what is important, and outer doesn't always necessarily have to be we're wealthy and we have everybody in our life that we want. No, we've learned that we can control our outer by controlling our inner, by going through all those trials between strength and the star. If you notice, she's clothed here and then she's naked here. So she's learned that her innocence has been taken away from her. And I'm just saying her because this is a female. This is the energies that I'm talking about. I'm not talking about gender. So don't get upset about that. So we've gone from our inner to our outer. And that's why she's naked here. She's now in the world. So let's see what. So that's where we have hope. We have healing. We're healing after our devil moment, our death moment, our tower moment. We're now in a healing. We're healing. This is also new beginnings. And if you look, the little bird here is nesting and getting ready to fly. So we've learned our trials. We've learned to tame our inner. We are learning to tame our outer, or what the outer actually, how it sustains us in light and in the daytime and at nighttime. And we're ready to move on to our next big lessons. So let's see how the 8s appear in the tarot. So as I said, we are learning our big lessons here. So if we take it from the star, we've gone through the tower and all those moments, and we realize here with the 8 of Cups, and that's what this isn't the moon, this is an eclipse. And as we know, eclipse bring changes in life. And with the 8 of Cups here, we notice something is missing. And what's missing? We go on an adventure to find that missing cup. And we realized what's important in life. We've realized we've tamed our inner, so we know what we want inside our heart, and we realize our outer world is not what we want. So maybe it's where we're living, what we're doing for a living, who we're with. We realize something is missing in our life. So we're having if we don't have a tower moment, we're having an eclipse moment, a lunar eclipse here. And we decide to walk on. We decide to leave behind everything. We've had our tower moment, and we realize that's not all of it in a bag of chips. So here we are, we're moving on. So as I've said many times, we see what the what the wands are moving on to. This is action. This is traveling. This is now we're traveling, whether it's actually intellectually, physically, mentally. We've moved on from something and we're actually seeking. This is seeking something coming fast. And then we come to our Eight of Pentacles, where now we're a master. We've learned our lessons, and now we have mastered. We realize the outer world is necessary to live a full inner world. And when we're mastering here with the Eight of Pentacles, this could be mastering ourselves, mastering our career, mastering our passion, right? Because we have a red here, you're off to look for your passions. And then we find out with the Eight of Swords here that we're actually trapped by that, because we have the same cloak on here. We find out that mentally, because the swords are mental, we've tried to climb the ladder to success with castles on the top here. We've tried to climb it, and we realize we're actually now in a trap. We're now in a trap of our own making. So I want you to think of it this way. This is you in primary school. You realize something is missing here, that you don't have a trade, but you've learned the basics here. So here you go to college, or you go to an apprenticeship, or you learn a trade or something. You definitely, this is learning, this is action. Now you become a master at it, but you have the golden handcuffs. You realize that that's not really what you want to do. This actually, all of a sudden, being a master at it feels very ordinary. You feel trapped. This is when you are in your little cubicle and you realize, yeah, I can't go further than what I am right now. And you become trapped by, you become mentally trapped, thinking that I have no more options. You can't see anything for the future. You've climbed the ladder to success. You're in the castle, and you realize that's not all it and a bag of chips. And so the cycle starts again. You realize something is missing, and so you go on, maybe find a new job. And that job, it becomes ordinary, and you feel trapped. You also get in, and that's why eights are infinities. Eights just continually go on and on and on and on. This could be you've met the person of your dreams and you realize something's missing. This relationship isn't for you. So you go on to find something new, exciting. And you realize after a while, this person is work as well. And now you feel trapped by them. So you have your tower moment. You explode everything up. And you move on again. And until you break this cycle and move up to a 9, you will remain in this 8 cycle. You will remain in the 8 cycle. And here's what holds you here is your pride. And that's why it's so important to tame your pride about what you actually, how much you can accomplish. This person, be vulnerable with this person, be vulnerable with your job. Maybe you need to look at just changing something about your job rather than feeling trapped about it. And if you look at the difference between the Star card and the Eight of Swords, look how wrapped up. And the Star card has become vulnerable again, to have hope and healing rather than think you have something missing and move on. What you need to do, and if you look at the Eight of Swords here, there's a puddle, so it's giving you a clue. You have to heal this and have hope again, rather than blow everything up and have another tower moment and think something's missing, so I must move on. So you have to tame your ego. Otherwise, you're going to be in this perpetual cycle, this infinity cycle, unless you move on to the 9s. And the 9s is more of your harvest of your hard work. So that's a little bit about the 8s. If you want to know more, please join the Teaching Tarot class, and we go into a little bit deeper about that. All right. So now we get on to the pick a card, and I've pre-shuffled these. I have no idea what's behind these. I get to see them at the same time as you. You just have to trust that I do that. I didn't want to bore you with the selection of the cards. So we're going to have some oracle cards, and we're going to do a little bit of aura work here. We're going to see what is the month of August mean to you. So I want you to look, are you in the Eight of Cups cycle of your life? This could also be if you... are you looking at walking away from something? Are you very active this month? Are you just going to work this month? So this would be also if you're traveling this month, the Eight of Wands. That's the travel card. That's the movement card. Or are you just working hard this month? Maybe you're doing a lot of gardening, but this is certainly not the vacation month for you. Or you're just feeling trapped. You just really don't know where you are right now. You're feeling like you're just you're trapped. Maybe you've got the golden handcuffs. Maybe you hate your job, but you can't leave it because it pays the bill. Maybe you feel trapped by your romantic situation. You've got to worry about the kids, so you can't leave because of the children. Maybe you're leaving right now. You've decided to leave your marriage, and you're in that in between stage. If you're traveling, but your point right now. Where are you in this month of August? And let's see what the predictions are for you. If you are unsure of which these are, because maybe you are working, plus you're traveling, plus you're thinking about changing your job, then go by this. If you are born in the springtime, April, May, June, choose pile number 1. If you're born in the summertime, that would be July, August, September, choose pile number 2. Of course, so this would be March 21st to July 21st. If you're born in the summer, or June 21st, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Erase that. I'm going to have to edit that out. Okay, if you're born in the springtime, March 21st to June 21st. If you're born in the summertime, June 22nd until September 22nd. If you're born in the autumn time, and that would be August 23rd to December 21st. And if you're born in the winter, December 22nd until March 20th, choose pile number 4 if you can't decide exactly where you are in your 8. So I'll give you a moment to choose that, and I'll have timestamps down below. Let's get into the read. All right, so if you are currently leaving someone, if you're currently leaving a job, if you're just kind of blowing up your life, you're wondering what's missing, you're looking for your passion, or you're a spring person, and you chose pile number 1, this message is for you. All right. Ooh, wisdom of the Magi, mental clarity. Okay, so this is actually very, very applicable to this. You want to know what's missing. So this is wisdom of the Magi, mental clarity. You might want to take some law of attraction courses. You may want to do, you don't have to pay. There's plenty on the internet. You can even do My Manifesting Monday, but I think you really need to clue in and really take a hold of your third eye and get some mental clarity. What is missing in your life? How can you go towards something if you don't know what you're going towards? Are you running from something rather than running to something? And so you need to be very, very clear. Otherwise, you're going to be lost in the desert for 40 days and 40 nights. So that's wisdom of the Magi. I want you to find somebody on YouTube, so you don't have to pay. I mean, you can if you want to get a coach. If you want to get coaching, go ahead and get coaching, pay for that. But find are you leaving a relationship? Then find somebody on YouTube who speaks about relationships. If you're leaving a job, or you find something's missing in your job, look for some kind of employment law of attraction, etc., etc. If you just want to move, look at trying to create the perfect place that you want to move to. Ooh, dark thoughts. And look at that. Honestly, I had no idea what these cards are going to say. I'm actually going to move these over so we aren't confused here. So you need to know what you're going towards. And I would use law of attraction, you know, that what you're creating, dark thoughts. And look at that. I talked about that in the star card. The dark thoughts, your consciousness. Yes. Look at that. The moon has gone over your sun, and are you leaving because of dark thoughts? You need to be really clear on are you going into dark thoughts, or are you trying to walk away from dark thoughts right now? Interesting. Pure nature. This is a great month. I want you to get out into nature to lighten things up. Look at this. We go from dark to light. This is the perfect time. Flowers are blooming. Roses are blooming. Pure nature. I want you to spend more time out. And this actually appeals to the star card. You go from your dark and light, you go into the light. Also, a lot of flowers bloom only in the daytime, and at night time they close up. And this is, look at, she's naked behind here. Become more vulnerable. See what the daylight hours want to tell you. Become more vulnerable. That's definitely a message for you. Message from the fairies. Everything's okay. Don't worry. It's all working out in a beautiful way. Yeah, I can really see you're going through some issues here. And the messages from the fairies are, don't worry, it's all working out in a beautiful way. So these dark thoughts are going to lighten up. Everything's in perfect order. Nothing has gone wrong. The universe does have your back, and what's missing, you became passionate to go look for what's missing. You need to use a little bit of direction from law of attraction, and lighten up these dark thoughts. Just realize you're in a cycle. You may have already had your tower moment, and now you're showing your vulnerability. You're healing as well. The rose blooms from within. So open up that hope, that vulnerability. Get out in nature. Get out in nature. And that also means, I don't want you to be naked in nature. Right? I mean, that is our natural way, but maybe have like a bath at home with some beautiful floral scents. If you're a male, have something like maybe a pine, something from nature, a natural scent from nature. Not have something that reminds you of nature. I would actually do that to lighten up. And the cards are telling you everything's going to be okay. Don't worry. It's all working out in a beautiful way. This moving on is something that you needed to do for you. So let's see. Oh, Emerald. Oh, I love this for you. Balance. Calm your mind, body, and soul. Mind, body, and soul. And that's what we have here. Look at when I said your third eye, your mind, your body, and your soul. You've got the green aura. So I want you to actually screenshot this, or you can go on Google, find your own green pictures, and remember that's your heart chakra. Create more balance in your life, your dark and your light thoughts. Figure out where you're going to. And look at that. Even this wisdom of the Magi, he's got an emerald here and an emerald here. Honestly, I wish I would have recorded me shuffling these up. I did not make this up at all. There's also a lot of green in here. And this mental clarity is in the heart chakra as well. Find your passion this month by balancing your mind, body, and soul. And interesting, I said, take a bath. And look at this. Emerald is actually a gemstone, but they're showing water. Isn't that interesting? Balancing the earth, earth and water, because an emerald is of the earth, right? So balancing earth and water, just as the star card does. balances the water and the earth. All right, so there's your prediction and what I want you to focus on this August. Find what you're going towards. Balance your dark and light thoughts. Get out more in nature. If you can't get out in nature, at least have a bath that has natural scents to it, a bubble bath or an Epsom salt bath that has some kind of something that reminds you of the earth. And don't worry, everything's going to be okay. You just need to balance things out. Calm your mind, body, and soul. All right? So there we go. There's the 8 of Cups. All right. So if you are, let's go on to pile number 2. If you are traveling a lot this month, if you are in movement this month, if you are changing this month, this is a changing card as well, and something that has changed very quickly. Or if you are a child of summer, this is your pile. So first of all, yes, you are definitely in some kind of movement, traveling this month. You might be hearing news of travel. August is a great month for that. August is the traditional holiday month in Europe. If a lot of people travel to Europe in August, only to find out a lot of things are closed because a lot of small businesses are family run and they go away for the whole month of August. So here we have personal guide, guardian angel, spirit family. You maybe feel guided to move this. This is also telling you that your guardian angel is with you in this change, in these travels. While you're traveling, I want you to have put yourself in a Teflon egg to protect yourself in that. So you imagine your vehicle, your airplane, you imagine you can put your children in this if they're traveling without you, and you put yourself in this Teflon egg that nothing can harm you. It just bounces off, just like Teflon. It just slides off. And people don't realize that eggs are one of the strongest structures. You can only break an egg on the side, but the front and the back, you can't break an egg by pushing it from the top to the bottom. So you put your egg and you put yourself in there, so anything coming at you won't break, it'll just slide off. So that's for your traveling. It's telling you, don't worry, your guardian angel, your spirit family is with you in these travels, and they're smiling, they're having a lot of fun just like you. Behind a mask here, we have why are you running? Why are you traveling? Are you trying to make your travels look a little bit better than they are? Are you going to the cabin and telling everybody the cabin's in the Caribbean? Are you running from something? Are you hiding from something? Are you do you really just want to do a staycation, but people are telling you, oh, you got to come here, you got to go there, and you're kind of agreeing to it, but honestly, you just really want to stay home or go do your own thing, I've had holidays like that I've just really wanted to do my own thing, and other people have insisted on coming along, and I went along with it, but I wasn't too happy about it. I regretted allowing that. So with your intention and your personal guide here, do what you want to do. And if it is something that you're like, I just want to go away for a weekend by myself and think what I want to do, that's every right for you to do that. If you don't want your sister coming along on your vacation, say so. You don't go because you're going to make it miserable for both of you. If somebody's insisting that you come along to their cabin for the weekend and you don't want to go, don't go. Listen to your guardian angel. Listen to your spirit family. Do what you want to do this month. Do what you want to do this month. The perfect key. Look at that. Perfect. I'm getting look at this black in here. What's going on? Are you going through some of the darkness here? Interesting though, we have the hat here and the strength, but there's no hat there. This perfect key, I think, is the perfect balance. If you look, these elbows are here, are touching, and we got the yellow onto here. I think what you need to do is, oh, look at that. The clock agrees with me. You have to either, just a minute, I got to wait for the clock to stop. It's sorry, it's ringing and ringing. Of course it is. And interesting, oh my God, it was 11. And you have 3, 8 is 11, and 2, 9, 11. You've seriously got to open up to what your guardian angels are telling you. Stay or go. You have the key to lock the door, to lock people out, or you have the key to open the door to let people in. You hold the key. You hold the key. This month is all about you and about what you want and your intentions. We have 3, 8, we have 8 and 3. So yes, this month is all about you. I want you to finally stand up for what you want. If you do not want to go to the family reunion, don't go. If you do not want to have that person come with you, don't. I'm not saying it's anything about your relationship per se. It's about you doing what makes you happy and not putting on a mask to make other people happy. This key unlocks this mask. I want you to be extremely honest with people. We have some yellow here. I want you to open up to your subconscious. What is your subconscious telling you? Do you want to just lock away yourself for a weekend and be by yourself and not have to do what people are telling you? And you know what? If you're a wife and mother and you're like, oh my God, that sounds like heaven, do it. Do it. Ask your husband. Even if maybe you can't afford to go to a hotel by yourself for a weekend, ask your husband go visit your mom. Take the kids, go visit your mom. I need some time, even one night, to have peace and quiet, to have what you want to do. This is going to be very, very important to you. And your guardian angel and your spirit family are telling you this. When I look at the black hair, your guardian angel, number one, if you are traveling, is with you, is going to protect you. Number two, is guiding you to what you want to do. 3 in a row, dark hair. You've got to listen to that. They are the key. If you're unsure, ask them, guide me. Or, is it okay if I go to the lake this weekend? Pull an oracle card. If it's bad news, don't go. That's your guardian angel talking to you. Look at that. And black isn't always bad news. It can be power. Black can also be power. When you think about it in sports teams, when they want to feel like the more powerful team, they wear black. So this is coming into your power, your intuitive powers by your guardian angel, listening to your guardian angel. That's the key for you. What do we have next here? Messages from the fairies. And look at black hair. This is the right time for you to move forward. Move forward. Oh my God. Move into your power. Move into your power. Start listening to your guardian angel. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. If you want to do it, do it. Now, within the confines of what's best for your family, what's best for yourself, what's best for your job. Don't just blow your life up. This is not a tower moment. This is a power moment. This is a power moment for you. This is a healing moment for you. When you come into your power. This is all about you. Well, if you're a summer, you're a Leo. And I just noticed the infinity symbol is black. This is all about you coming into your power, into the force, right? This is also the force. This is an amazing reading for you, summer people, especially if you're a Leo. This reading is all about you. For sure it is. I've got goosebumps. This is such a powerful reading for you. I wish now I would have filmed myself picking out the cards. I didn't. I honestly had no idea what the cards were going to say, but look at the dark hair on each and every one. That blows my mind. Absolutely blows my mind. Even the bird has dark hair. Wow, your aura is brown. Establish boundaries. Now, you may have watched my other video with this brown, and I laughed and laughed and laughed. But in this case, establish boundaries. Look at that. That's exactly what you need to do. Establish your boundaries. Brown is also grounding, very much grounding, which is what the force does. It's grounding. It's bringing the innocence in. And then look at the grounding that the star does. Takes the water and pours it on the ground. It's being out in the world. It's moving from your inner force to your outer force and controlling your outer boundaries. So your aura color is brown. Establish boundaries. That does not mean if you watch my other video and you're giggling to yourself, it's in a completely different context. It's also coming out. You've established your boundaries and now you can grow from it. Right? This is the right time to move forward. This is the right time to establish your boundaries, to tell people what you want, to use your guardian angel, to use the power of your intuition, to use the power of your spirit family to guide you, to open things and close things, establish boundaries, and move forward and move forward. And look at that. This is actually even a wand. It's brown and green. It's brown. So what you start now is these boundaries that you start now. You'll come into your power and they will continue to grow into something amazing for you. But do it all with guidance and do it all with love. Don't have a tower moment and blow everything up. Have a power moment and get your boundaries going. Wow, what an amazing reading. Especially if you're a Leo, but it applies to all the summer months, not necessarily just Leo or any zodiac. All right, so that's pile number 2. Let's go on to pile number 3, or our autumn friends. So if you are just, life has become very ordinary, you don't feel like, you feel like you're at the top of your career, or you're hit a glass ceiling, or you're in a career and it's not feeding your passion. It just feels like the same thing day in, day out, day in, day out. And you almost feel like you do have the golden handcuffs a little bit. You don't know what else to do. You don't know if you should go back to school. This relationship you're in just really feels kind of ordinary. It just feels like routine. A lot of people sometimes think this is a great manifestation card, and it is. You're manifesting, but at this point now, it's just the same thing day in, day out. It's very routine. It's very ordinary. There's nothing special about it. You just don't know where you're going to go. Some people like to be at this level. Some people like to be at this level. It's like, good, I know where I'm at. I'm going to just ride this out to retirement. That's great too. But this especially reading is for you if you do not, if you feel like life has just become very ordinary and bland. So let's see what they say. Oh, the healing heart, love, acceptance, and romance. So this is especially for you if you are feeling like your relationship has hit a wall, that it's the same thing day in, day out. There's no spark, there's no nothing. Well, this August is telling you, and it's interesting because Leo in the August is of the romance area, the romance card. This is telling you the healing heart, do some more romantic things. If you aren't liking where your relationship is, then take charge. And instead of just complaining about it, take charge and add more romance into it. Maybe surprise your spouse with a small little gift, surprise your spouse with a date night, leave little love notes for something. There's so many ideas on the internet. You don't even have to pay for a lot of this. Like I said, love notes. Everybody's got scraps of paper and a pen, and, leave a little surprise note in their lunch, for example, or in their shoe or something like that. but you have to heal your romance, your love. Now, if you're saying, well, what does this have to do with work? Well, maybe you have to fall in love with your work again. Maybe you have to figure out the real reasons why you went into this line of work. Maybe you have to fall in love with it all over again. Maybe, go back to when you started this profession, this career. How excited were you when you got the call, you got the job? How excited were you when you got your degree or your diploma, or you finished that course? What you need to heal that love for your career again. And if we go back to the star card, this is a healing, hope and healing, love, acceptance, romance. Well, that's what the star card is. Also the gold star. Bring it out into the daylight. Bring it out into the daylight a lot more. Your career. Maybe there is some kind, maybe shine a spotlight on it. Can you do something a little bit different? Can you switch jobs but do the same thing? What can you do to bring more romance into your career? Let's see what the next one is. Oh, professional assistance. What did I just say? And look at that. The book is glowing. Yeah, maybe you need if it's your relationship, maybe you need a counselor to bring. Look at that. The healing heart is glowing, and these are totally two different cards. The healing light is glowing, and this is glowing. So get to a marriage counselor, get to couples counseling, get to a sex therapist. What do you need? If it's to do with your work, maybe go to HR and say, hey, do you have any kind of courses that to bring more enthusiasm into work, or maybe there's a night course that you can take that brings a spark to your job, brings a little extra level to your job. But definitely get some professional assistance. Maybe you just need some therapy, some healing counseling here, to just bring some more force. This is I'm trying to get to bring some new ideas into your work here, because that's what the strength card is. She's bringing some new ideas into the ego, into the lion, saying you don't have to roar all the time. So maybe you need to bring some new ideas or something, but you definitely need some professional assistance. Don't do it on your own, even if you think you've mastered all of this. If you've hit a glass ceiling, for example, go ask HR, what do I need to do to get to the next? Do I need to take a course? Do I need to, what do you want from me? Get some professional assistance. Definitely. What's the next one? No rain today. Look at, you've got sun. So I think this month of August, you've got to look at the sunny side of things. Definitely. Look at the sunny side. Look at the sunny side of life. Look at the silver lining. No rain today. Chase those clouds away. So, if life is looking, and it's interesting because the sun is, the Leo is the sun. The sun rules Leo. So this month of August, get out into the sun a lot more. Brighten your days somehow. Look at the bright side of life. No rain today. Clear those clouds out using professional assistance. That could be a professional psychologist, a counselor, even a coach. Could even be a guru on YouTube that you start following, who's a professional in their line, and you just start following their line of work. For example, maybe in your career, maybe somebody who's a professional blogger can teach you how to become a blogger and bring a whole new light to your line of work. Instead of complaining about your love life, maybe look on YouTube how to leave love notes for my spouse, and bring the light. Look at the sun. The sun is definitely shining here. I want you in August to look at the bright side of life, the bright side, not the dullness of life. Look how dull this card is. Doing the same thing over and over. Well, shine a light on something. Look at, I can't believe you got sun, sun, sun. Emotional healing. As your heart heals of old emotional pain, you receive new blessings and love. And look at, this is like emotional healing. Yeah, a healing heart, love, acceptance, romance. And look at where this emotion is, in the heart space. You need to heal. Yeah. Wow, these cards are just completely lining up. And even that looks like a sun brightening up, brightening up. Is the sun setting or is the sun rising in this picture? Definitely, I want you to look at your heart space here a lot and bring some lightness into your life. If life is dull, and that goes back to the star being the dark and the light of life, right? Because we see the sun in the daytime, light, and we see the stars at night and in the dark. And this is telling you to bring the sun into your life. Get outside. Get outside. Get some sunshine on your face. Get some sun. Open your heart. Open your heart. Open your heart chakra. Even if you just lay there with your hands open and your heart open to the sun. Heart of gold. Heart of gold. Wow, let's see what your aura is. Oh, magenta. Connect to your deepest inner knowing. Look how bright this magenta is. This is interesting. I thought for sure you'd get yellow or gold or something like that, but connect to your deepest inner knowing. So you know what to do. You know life has become ordinary. You look at this, brighten it up, brighten it up. And what was I saying about the heart here and opening up your heart to the sun? And look at the magenta. Well, the heart is red, isn't it? But this is adding a kapow to your heart. This is adding like you add with magenta, you're adding pink to red. So you're softening the passionate part and you're adding some empathy, but you're also adding some beautiful light calmness and love, right? Magenta to me is more love than just pure red, a red heart, a magenta heart, because you're adding that pink empathy. So maybe you can add some empathy to the person that you're with right now. What are they going through? Love, acceptance, can you add some romance, right? Look at magenta is like, that is a little bit of sexual romance, isn't it? Like maybe put some flower petals on the bed or somehow connect to your deepest inner knowing. And look at that. That is your deepest inner knowing, is what you're a master at. If it's your career, your deepest inner knowing is what you know about your job. But is your deepest inner knowing this is boring? I've had enough of this. I want to change something. Well, if that's your deepest inner knowing, that you need some emotional healing. As your heart heals of old emotional pain, you receive new blessings and love. So get out of the dark and into the light, get into the sunlight. If you are in a cycle of this darkness, then you connect to your deepest inner knowing. You might end up having an Eight of Cups moment and look for something that's missing. I don't think you need to. I think you just need to shine light on what's missing rather than go and try and find it. Connect to your deepest inner knowing. And you're going to have some emotional healing here by getting out into the light, by saying no rain today, get rid of the clouds, look at the bright side of life, go reach out for some help. And you know what? And have this love, acceptance, and romance with yourself as well, with your heart of gold. With yourself as well, not just with other people, not the people that you work with, not the job that you're in, not the other person. With the magenta, your deepest inner knowing, it blooms from within, right? So your self-love blooms from within. And I want you to take that mastery and apply it to your life and see where your life goes from there. All right. So that was pile number 3. If you were in pile number 4, if you're feeling trapped by your circumstances, if you feel like you've hit that glass ceiling, if you feel like there's no way out, if you feel like there'll never be any healing, if you just feel like never, 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 or if you are a winter, if you are born from December 22nd until March 20th, this could be your pile as well. So you have to, why do your passions feel tied up? Why do you feel like you've climbed this ladder and you're at the top of where you are, and you just can't heal yourself? And why are you in this mental trap? Why are you in this mental trap? You are now forcing yourself to be in this mental trap of no healing. So you have to ask yourself why. Why? So let's find out what the energies for you are for August. Ascended masters, devoted spirits with specific intentions. Now, this is your 40 days and 40 nights in the desert, not being able to find a way out. And when this shows up here, it shows you've been interesting. You've been shown different lights. Here, they've shown you different ways out. Might have been spiritually, might have been walking away, might have been walking towards enlightenment. It could have been showing you a lot of different ways, but for some reason you refuse to see the signs. You've been in the desert for 40 days and 40 nights, and they have been there with you, your angels or guardian spirits or whatever your lucky stars, whatever you believe in. Or these are devoted spirits with specific intentions. They've been showing you the way out. They've been showing you, look this way, look over here, look over there, and you've actually refused to look at them and look at the different ways. You've kept your blinders on and going, yeah, but. That's what I'm getting from you, a yeah, but. And they're going, have you tried, something spiritual? Have you tried walking away? Have you tried this? Have tried that? They are trying to heal you. They are trying to heal you. Your lucky stars, they're trying to show you different ways that you can balance out your life inside and out. And for some reason, you don't want to hear it. So let's find out why. Planning and action. There we go. It's because you don't have a plan. You don't have a plan. You're stuck. You're stuck at work. You've hit a glass ceiling. And you might be shown, oh, look at this, they're hiring at this job, and you just don't have your resume ready. Oh, you should move to this apartment, and you don't have enough for the damage deposit. Oh, you know what? Your spouse or your partner is trying to come towards you. You know what? You don't feel like it. So you don't have a plan. So they're telling you for this month of August to get out of this feelings of feeling like a victim, of feeling like life is happening to you rather than for you. Even though you may have seen some signs that there are lucky things. Maybe, I don't know, like maybe you were at a gas station, you went to fill up with gas, and they said, oh, do you want to buy a lottery ticket? And you said no. What if that was the winning ticket? I'm just kidding. I don't know if that's happened to you or not. That was just an example that popped into my head. It's because you don't have any planning and action, and you're a planning and action kind of person. Look, this pencil is building a bridge over to the next part. Interesting. This castle is here and this castle is here. So your spirits, your guiding stars, are trying to give you hope and healing. They're doing their best to try and give you hope and healing. But for some reason, you aren't moving because you don't have a plan and action. So they're saying, can we please make a plan and action here? And because we do want to get you over this hump, we do want to get you over this bridge. We have a lot of really great ideas for you, and we're trying to show you the way. We're trying to light the way. We're trying to show the way. But for some reason, just because you don't have a plan, you don't want to do it. I'm almost getting like you are really stuck, like you're frozen, right? You're frozen. And so they're saying this August, sit down with your goals, sit down with some plans, make some plans. as small as they are. Write up a resume if you don't like your job. Write up a resume if you're having problems in your relationship, or you don't have a relationship and you don't know where to start. Start to make some plans, and then also make some action towards that. Don't just write it down, do it. So don't just write down, I need to make a resume. Actually get online and make a resume. And there's so many free templates how to make a resume. There's so many, you don't have to say I have no money, because it's free. There's free information how to make a resume on the internet if you want to look for it. So don't just say, I want to go on a diet, or I need to go on a diet. Don't just write that down or think that. Actually go on the damn diet. Don't just say, I need to leave my spouse. Actually make a plan. So you're making a plan. Okay, look for a new apartment. Actually go and look at that apartment. If you need to leave your spouse but you need help, actually call somebody and say, I need help. I need to leave this person. So don't just think about it, actually do it. So planning and action. So start taking those baby steps. I know this probably sounds like a spanking, but when you're feeling like a victim, sometimes you need a spanking to get out, especially if your ascended masters, the angels, your spirit guides, people who have passed before you, your loving family members are trying to help you. They honestly are. You just are refusing it. So now start doing planning and action. Now watch how all of a sudden everything will click, click, click. They're saying we're here. Just make the plan and start the action towards it. People don't realize on the other side, they can't do things for you. They can guide you. They can put a thought into your head, stop at this gas station and buy a lottery ticket. But they can't all of a sudden make that lottery ticket appear in your wallet or your purse. They can't all of a sudden make a person ring your doorbell and say, hey, I love you, want to get married. You still have to go out. Now they can guide you, go to this coffee shop. And then those spirit guides can guide that person. Hey, go say hello to that person, right? But they can't make that person ring your doorbell and marry you. They can't make your spouse fall in love with you again if you're having problems. But they can guide that person, to remember why they fell in love with you. So that's where this, I know this sounds like a spanking story. What do we have here? Touch the sky. Look at that. Your ascended masters. Touch the sky. I want you to really, I don't want to say rely, lean. She's leaning on them. I want you to lean on your ascended masters. I want you to lean on the people who have passed before you, grandparents, parents, brothers, sisters, people who were close to you. I want you to lean on them, touch the sky. I want you to say, please guide me today. What job I should apply for. Please guide me today how I can be more loving to my spouse. Please guide me today how I can find a better place to live. Please guide me today where I'm going to find the next love of my life. I just want you to ask them, and because they also can't act without your permission. So you're giving them, specific intentions, devoted spirits with specific intentions. Maybe your grandmother was a fabulous, was always very healthy and vital, and just so say, Grandma, please give me inspiration today to be vital and healthy, and what diet should I go on? Maybe your grandfather was very successful in his career. Grandfather, please guide me and tell me where I should apply for my next job. Quit feeling like a victim. These people want to help you, so touch the sky. I love this for you. I love this for you. Touch the sky. Send messages. Birds are messengers. Send messages to them. Send them. And look at that. They want to be able to help. Lean on them. Lean on them. This is your guide sending help down to you. Lean on them. Lean on them. They're telling you, we will help you get out of this. What's the next card? Express your individuality. Allow your true self to shine because you're awesome. So, oh, just a minute here. I'm running out of battery. Sorry about that. I got a message. I'm running out of battery, so I had to plug in. So, I want you to express your individuality. And look at, she's looking up at the moon. Oh, and look at that. The clock agrees with me. I want you, I don't care what people say that you are, they say, oh, you can't be talking to grandma like that, or you can't be talking to grandpa, or you believe in angels. Look at that. Look at the angel wings. Allow yourself to shine because you're awesome. I want you to, that's break out of the trap that you've put yourself in, the mental trap that you've put yourself in. And I want you to just like look at, express yourself. Allow your true self to shine because you're awesome. Like look at it, talk to your angels. Look up at the sky. Look up at the sky. Heal yourself. I'm just looking here. Yes, there is a little cat here. So be during Leo season, during this August, feel free to tame that part of you that tells you this is hokey, don't do this. Tame that part of you that is putting you in victim mode. Break out. Look at the difference between these cards. Being a victim and then breaking out. Express your individuality. Stop being a victim to what you think society's norms are. Listen to your ascended masters. Listen to this angel. This is an angel coming to help you. And if they tell you, you know what, you're in a very dull job, or you need to do this, you need to do that, do it. Just do it. Make a plan and do it. If you want to get to that new job, but make a plan and action, and ask your guardian angels to help you, and don't give a rip what anybody says about it. Don't be a victim. Don't be a victim to what other people are telling you. Don't be a victim to what other people are telling you should or should not do. Make a plan, ask your guardian angels to get you there, whatever your plan is, and just go do it. Don't be a victim of what other people are telling you, because your guardian angels have a better plan for you. You just have to take action and ask them to help. Let's get to your aura. Watermelon. Have fun with your inner child. Wow, look at that. Express your individuality. Allow your true self to shine because you're awesome. Have fun with your inner child. Dress up. Get out. Plan. I think you're feeling very stagnant. And so if all your ascended masters are unicorns, go for it. If they're all funky angels, go for it. Touch the sky. I want you to get out of this honestly, like this victim mode, or people telling you what to do. They say, oh, that's kind of childish that you want to sell everything and go move overseas. If that's what your inner child, have fun with your inner child. Now, don't blow everything up. Heal from it. Use it to heal yourself, not blow your life up. Don't have a tower moment, for example. Heal yourself using it. You remember to use common sense here. So yes, be your inner child, but don't go to another job before you have another job if you're worried about paying rent. Express your individuality for sure. But if your job says you can't have purple hair, don't go in with purple hair. Maybe buy a purple wig to wear on the weekends, that kind of thing. So have some common sense. Don't go hog wild here. Have the inner common sense, and heal your outer as well. By having a good balance. That's what I want to say here. Have fun with your inner child, but don't let your inner child blow your life up. This is like a soft pink. This is, to me, your heart being in joy, right? Because the heart chakra can be green and it can be pink. So this is using good balance. That's why I keep saying balance, because the heart is balance. But having some passionate fun. Have fun with your inner child. Have some fun with this. Don't be too serious about it. Express your individuality, and don't let anybody tell you that there aren't people up who have in your ether that aren't helping you, because this is a huge message. You've got them twice. You've got them twice. So get out of the victim mode, go have some fun, but make some plans about how you're going to change yourself out of the victim mode without having a tower moment. Go from inner peace to outer peace without having without having the tower moment. And you do that by planning and by asking for help and having fun with it. Have some fun. Have some fun. Get out of victim mode. Summer's for fun. Summer's for fun. Wow, fantastic. We had four completely different messages today. I hope you enjoyed that. If you want to see more of these, please let me know. I enjoy doing them. It's a nice break from the ho-hum royals boredom of the Harkles. It is starting to get ho-hum, so I'm enjoying doing this. Let me know if you want to see more of this. Thank you. Have a great August, everybody. Thank you for your likes, your subscribes, your comments. I appreciate all of you. We're almost at 100. Take 100 members. I've got a special surprise for everybody who is listed on the list as of the day we hit 100. So don't worry if you're 101 or 102, you'll be on the list. I'll close it as the day that I hit 100. Everybody on the list will get a special surprise bonus. Thanks so much for watching. Take good care. Bye for now.